We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now Tua.
Looks to the sideline and has Mims who makes the catch.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Off the play action. Time to buy low. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Here's Bryce Baringer now.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bears take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to let it go deep left side.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
He gets this into the hands of Judkins.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And they'll run it here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
You look at this Browns defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. We're scoreless after 1.
Number 89 brings up 3rd down.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now 1st down.
He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Browns, nothing. Andy Borregales set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
21G.
Tua going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The Browns at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Go ahead.
Tua on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Hey, get set. What's it?
Looking to pass. Tua. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Turbo word. All right.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Dylan Sampson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Will Reichard to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Second and a yard at the 32-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and a yard.
Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 3.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Back to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Browns drive about to get started. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
They're right here.
Give up the middle. Jenkins.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run. And he lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
On second down, they'll run it here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw here.
He'll try and do this himself.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a pickup of 6.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Down the right sideline.
Now he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Ready? Nike. Ready? Cowboy 80s.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 13-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2.
19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Round 7. Andres Borregales set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Solo left Zion. Yeah, ready. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him right complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Complete to number 80. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60, 19 Lions. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Through an opening, and there he goes. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
70 Timberwolves.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Quinshon Judkins
From 6 yards away.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. The CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
14-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
On first down, Sampson.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, turbo one, turbo, get set. Ready, team.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson.
Well, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, get set. All right, go ahead, go, go, go. Ready. Turbo 3, kick. Turbo 3, kick. Ready.
Here's a give up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go ahead. Ready, team.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Browns.
Dylan Sampson,
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
and the Browns have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bears 14. Will Weichert to kick off.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Now a 2nd and 10.
He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Again, a good friend in football always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 19 As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
An inside run with Judkins. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Get set. Winning team.
Now a give, right side. Sampson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Ready. Winning team. What's it? Out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Going with a fullback, Miller. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Go ahead. Ready, team. Ready.
They run again with Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Browns 28, Bears 14. Will Reichard to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's 1st and 10.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here comes 2nd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 bucks, yeah, 60 bucks. 18, Pioneer.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
First down, Chicago.
This is 1st and 10.
Now back to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19 tight, 19 tight. Head to 60. Come 19. Let's stay 19. Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Bill, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
19 right. 70 range. 70 range.
Back to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions.
They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
28 all. Andres Borregalo is set to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Turbo 1. All right, Turbo 18.
Throwing Tua.
Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Here's Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Tua. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They will clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. Third down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60, 7-5 Warriors, 70.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes the Bears punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready. All right, go.
Tua. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield.
21G.
Gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
And they're able to stop it here on the spike with 3 seconds remaining.
Hey, turbo two. They're right here. Ready,
Tua.
A quick throw, but incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Andy Borregala is set to kick off.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And this is a touchdown. Now it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
35, Bears 28. Will Reichard to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
And how about that? In a game that's had just about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give them a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
At the 60, at the 60, come 19, Warriors 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor? No, because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Andres Borregala is set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
From the 43, here's second and a couple.
Get set. Ready, team. Wait. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Number 2. Solo left Zion. Ready. Out.
On first down, here's Jenkins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7.
Turbo 1 high. Turbo 1 high. All right. All right, go. Ready.
Tua going to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they try the right side here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bears, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.